So there's a couple of things I want us to go over today. I'm trying to do it as a series, so kind of starting from scratch. So continuing on from where we left off last week was the basic fundamentals and appearance. Today we're going to do a little bit on registering with the correct authorities and why. And then we're going to be going on to how the fuck do we get some clients. Now I want us to have a little bit of fun today with this as well, and with the amount of interaction I've had on the YouTube, I'm shocked. So a lot of this is going to be for you guys too. We're already completely full. But maybe some of the quieter PTs in here could use some of these techniques within the gym itself to generate more clients as well. So I'm hoping I can bring something a little bit fresh and new to how you might think about being able to get new clients. I'm going to get the boring shit out of the way first. I'm going to ask a couple of questions about the correct authorities and why would we be registering with people. So if we have just qualified as a PT, whether you've done a 6 weeks course and it's focus sports, or whether you've done a 2-year CYQ or you've done a degree, you're then going to have to decide, am I going to work for myself or am I going to work for a company? If you want to work for yourself, there is set legislation that you have to be legally able to be a personal trainer. So you're going to have insurance first and foremost. As soon as you pass your qualification, you need to make sure you've got PT insurance. Now I get mine through reps, which I'll move on to again in a sec what they are. But if you just Google PT insurance, I'm going to stick a couple of links on the video as well of reputable sources where you can get your insurance from. It can be done for 50 quid a year. We all need to be insured. Next is the reps register. Is there anybody who doesn't know what the reps register is in here? Thank fuck for that. Alright, here we go. Right, so reps register, register of exercise professionals. Is there anybody registered in here?
I think I was with this year.
It expires, yeah. So I only found this out the other day that mine had expired and I need to redo it, so mine's not actually done now. So the reps register, a lot of quality companies are going to look to see, are you on the reps register as a personal trainer? Or your clients could look, are you on the reps register? Any one of our people could go into reps, type in our name, and it will pull up a profile. What that profile does is guarantees security as a trainer. It guarantees that that person's qualified, and to be registered on reps, you have to complete, it used to be, it might have been changed.
What does REP stand for?
Register of Exercise Professionals. So, it might have changed. It used to be 2 CPD courses per year that you had to do to stay on the reps register, which is continued professional development. So if you're on the reps register and you've been a PT for 10 years and you're still on the reps register, that shows that you have adhered to every kind of further education or learning that you need to still be classed as a high level PT, to show that you're actively learning and to show that you have got, are you alright there, Sid? Paparazzi could hear it going, like, what the fuck? I'm not brushing my teeth, man, chill out. Yeah, so it just shows that you're adhering to everything you need to do, you're trying to be better. Some of us, you might know a PT that's been a PT for 10 years. If he's not on the reps register, guarantee he's not done any further qualifications, but that person, like we all know the old guy who's had a gym and who will swear by his theories, whatever, because he's 50 now and he's a fucking big juice head and he feels that he knows everything. Whereas what we would learn now will be completely different to what he got taught 10 years ago. So it's always going to help you to be on the reps register for every one of us. I'm going to get mine back on again, and especially with the kind of attention the gym's getting right now. If someone wants to say, is Kim a good PT, kind of look at her profile, they can type you in on reps and see everything about you, everything that you've completed, every kind of continued professional development you've done.
Free service as well?
No, it's not free, so you've got to pay for it to be on there. Yeah, they don't give you fuck all for free. And the insurance is dearer off them as well, so like you can get it for 50 quid, but I pay £100 a year to get mine through reps. So it's debatable whether, is that something that you would be interested in doing? Now, if you go to David Lloyd and you tell them, I'm on the reps register and I have insurance and I've been qualified for 4 years, you're then showing them that you have continued to progress yourself for a couple of years. If there's someone sat there that's been a PT for 5 years and he's not on the reps register, you will instantly be in a higher position than that person for being registered and for continued professional development. Now, CPD can be anything from, did you tell me you've done a box exercise or a kettlebell course?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a CPD. So if you're registered on reps register and you go and do a box exercise, that will tick one off. If halfway through the year you did a yoga course, or any kind of further education, it shows that you're keeping your knowledge up to date. Yeah, that's exactly it. So Nuffield now do GP referral and add a lot of CPD in for their people as well. So do Virgin. When I worked at Virgin, they sent me on a lot of different courses to make sure that my knowledge was up to scratch. Everything that I pass on to use, I've learned from somebody else. I've been taught this, I've been shown it, or I've seen it and improvised on it myself. So I'm not saying I've made any of this shit up now. I've just been given a lot of information. I've been lucky enough to be around a lot of quality personal trainers, and I'm just trying to share a little bit of that as well. So none of this is going to be bulletproof, but it's just me sharing my experiences. So Reps Register is something that we all should be looking at doing, and especially if you're newly qualified as well, that's going to put you ahead of people. Everyone's doing a 6-week course, that jumps you up straight away. Next is, if you're going to go into a company and work for David Lloyd, Virgin, Nuffield, you don't need to be registered as a limited company or registered as self-employed. You're going to be employed. So that's something that you need to decide. Are you wanting to be your own entity? Are you wanting to be a brand, or are you wanting to be an employee and earn a set wage and have security? So that's the decision that we've all got to make based on our own personal circumstances. But if you want to represent yourself and be your own entity, you need to be registered as self-employed or as a limited company. So I went for limited company because it means that everything that happens within my company, if something fucked up, it's limited to my company. It can't affect anything outside of that. So to register for a limited company, you would go on, I'm fucking spitting now, direct.gov, register as a limited company. I'm going to put a link on it, not a link, the website up here on the video for people to see. It's not an easy process, that one. So like I get a little bit stressed out with stuff like that, so I got someone to help me set up my limited company just because there was a lot of forms on there, and I'm not the best with like that kind of shit. You know, I like PTing and stuff. So there'll be lots of authorities, local authorities. Mine was, it was someone from the job centre years ago. Like when I was looking for my first PT job, I was going to the job centre and I had help from them. And they told me about registering as a limited company and put me in touch with someone who helped me do it. So there is always help out there. And I'll add it changed to Avanta. I'll add the website that I went through as well. So if any of you want to look on that website where I went, there could be a one local to you that will help you set up as a limited company too. Once you set up as a limited company, if you're going to operate from your own premises, you would need public liability insurance and you would need employee insurance, which are both, they're not too expensive, but the things that you must have. Registered as a limited company and not representing, not having your own space, paying rent, I would still have public liability insurance as well, just in case, along with your PT insurance. And then the next one is first aid. So now I'm going to do a first aid day, so that every one of the PTs here is first aid qualified. There's always got to be a minimum of one person first aid trained in a gym by law. First aid, so when I worked at the gym with Eric, I didn't have first aid, so I couldn't start work until I went and got my first aid certificate done myself, which is like, it was £115 or something like that, the boringest day ever. But it has come into effect with me a couple of times, and it's something that we all should do. One of the times it happened was in, and it was Hera, who will probably watch this, you can tell her as well, because she's a fucking nightmare. And she had a panic attack mid-class and could not breathe, and literally like her airways locked up, and I panicked at first, but then it kicked into how I'd been shown to deal with that situation, sit her down, raise her feet, and everything. I'm not even going to talk about it because I probably have some boffins go, that's not what you do, but it come in, you know, I remembered what to do, and that's what I did. So it's really important that you're going to have your first aid. And especially if you're a limited company, you're going to have your first aid, otherwise you're not legally allowed to train anybody because they are at risk. Some commercial gyms will do it for you, David Lloyd, Nuffield, Virgin. The likes of Gym Group and the budget gyms, where you're representing yourself, you will have to get your own first aid. So Reps Register, are you limited or are you an employee? You've got your insurances covered and you've got your first aid. Now that is the basics that we all need to be thinking about and we all need to have to be legally able to train somebody. Does anybody have any questions about any of them?
You know, with your logo, like you have your thingy, you have to check, don't you, to see if anybody else is using that?
No.
Because I went on a social media thing and they said just to go on the direct love.
I think it'd just be because
if anyone else has got that name.
Yeah, well, you won't be allowed to register as a limited company with the same name as someone because it'd say
Is that
someone's
what it
already
is?
got
Free
that.
that?
My logo, I was saying this last time, the first logo I had, I just got it off the site and I seen it on everyone's shit everywhere. So the logo shouldn't matter, but the name that you're registered at will matter because that will be what's tied to you with everything. So you couldn't share a name with somebody else and you wouldn't want to as well. But it will always tell you that once you put in what you want your business name to be, it will say you can or you can't have it. What did I want? I think I wanted real life fitness and it was already took. So I had to have real life health and fitness, which at the time I thought was a bit long and a bit shit, but it works. So yeah, you will find those little things. And then I hope now we can just move on from that because I don't like legalities, it's boring. Everyone got that? We all know exactly who we need to be registered with and why. Perfect. Next, how the fuck do I get clients? Now this can be so varied for everyone, and this is going to apply to us all in some context and help us all, hopefully. So, the first thing I want you to think about is being different. We're going to get out in a minute and use some props and do some demos of this shit. So, how do you be different? You've got to imagine you walk into a gym, and I'm going to use my experience and say I'm paying rent. So, I've just moved to Bolton, don't know anybody around here, and I've gone in Exercise for Less and said I want to pay rent and be myself. I paid the maximum rent to not have to wear their uniform and to be real life health and fitness. So then, I'm now the new guy in the gym. How am I going to get people to want to train with me? It's one of the most scary, most anxious things to have to do for a personal trainer. And the question I got asked last week was off you, wasn't it? Is how do we get clients without being a salesman, without approaching people and having that horrible anxiety of when you're looking and trying to find who can you approach and they feel you, and that's awkward. You know, I went through that a lot of times. What I want you to think about is what I went on about last week. If you've not watched last week's, you need to watch it. And it's being help. So if you are there to help people, there is ways that you can generate people to come to you rather than you having to go to them. So I've got a couple of props and I think we should get onto the black mats over there and I'm going to sit on the bench and show you what I've got. So I'm going to get a couple of the props out of this kitchen. So one of the first things that I done from working at Exercise for Less, you probably even see me do this. So I'm the new guy. Nobody knew who I was, and I was a little bit overly confident with the way that I walked around the gym trying to help people. And I said last week, do we need to show you this? Can I show you that? Some people don't react well with it, some people do. So then what I thought is, I was looking around the gym. Is there anyone there to help someone? Is there a point of call for people, for the members that are in the gym now? If you go to a commercial gym, especially in January, you're going to see people not knowing what they're doing, nervously on the treadmill, or pissing about with something, doing 5 reps, and then they go over here. And it's like, they don't know what they're doing, they need help. But the personal trainers are either training themselves, or they're hid in the kitchen, not wanting to associate with nobody because they've been back to back for 6 hours. I just want 10 minutes to myself, without actually thinking about being there to help people. So what I did is at the top of the stairs in Exercise for Less, I set up a table, I got one of these jugs from Asda for like a tenner, bag of ice, which they didn't want a fucking freezer in there, so I had a bag of ice that literally was melting with me until I got it to the gym to fill my finger, and a tray of oranges, and then it had a big sign, and I just sat there every 3 hours that I had, on my sign, massive letters, free help, and that was it. And then all the PTs, right, day one, come over to me, we sat there next to me, nudging each other, Chris Piccadilly, what's he doing? Or literally laughing at me, right? None of them knew who it was, none of them liked me anyway, because I'd just gone in there and told them how to do their job. So then they've all had the little giggles, and I just sat there. Next minute, class finishes, 40 people come out. You see the word free. We are greedy bastards for anything free. You go, what free? Free? What is it? I don't even know what it is. They come over, is it free? Can I have one? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, help? What do you mean by help? What is it you need? Oh, and then I've instantly sparked a conversation. I've instantly got a reason for all of these people who are walking around fucking wonderless, clueless, to come to me directly. That is them. This is my showcase. I'm now stood here in front of, like you guys now, asking for free help. What's your goal? Oh, you want to lose weight, you want to tone up? Well, now I can show you the wealth of knowledge that I've got. Through a conversation. Are you tired after class? Do you want a drink? Do you want an orange? You now feel good, you feel comfortable, and there's somebody here to answer your questions that's not billing you for it. One of the words that I use open and closed book a lot, and I find a lot of PTs to be closed books. When you go into a gym, earphones in, training, not bothered, I'm eating, they're very set in a set way. And that was a trend that I had seen, and I don't see very many open books. And even just your body language, if you're walking around the gym with your head down, going to where you're going, people aren't looking at you. You know, you are a closed book. If you walk through the gym with a big smile and you've got your head up and you're letting on to people, you're an open book. People are going to come over and approach you and talk to you because you look approachable. Most of us guys, we don't look approachable. Like, look at the fucking state of us. Like, I don't look approachable unless I'm sat here with a science team, free help. They're not coming near me if I'm training. So I need a reason for people to be able to approach me and to be comfortable able to approach me. What you also need by doing this, though, is knowledge. Because people will then ask you questions, and you've got to make sure that you have the confidence and the knowledge to deliver to them the answers that they need. Or if you don't, I come across this many times in my first years. If I don't know something, someone asks me something, I'm going to make it my business to know. I want to know fucking everything. So even now, people will ask me some shit and it'll piss me off because I now think I know everything, or I'd like to think I do. You know, so then someone asks me something, I take a note of it, I take a number, do you know what? But I will find out. And I used to speak to my mentor from Dean, who taught me all of this shit. I drop him a message, Dean, what would you do in this situation? He'll tell me, I'll research it and make sure I understand the logic behind it. I ring them up, hey, guess what? This is what you needed. That person then fucking loves me, you know, forever. That person will love you. So there's no fault with not knowing everything, but make sure that you're ready. This is your showcase now. You've got an audience and people are going to ask you things, so you have to be ready to deliver to them the things they're going to want to know. To me, that was one of the most successful things that I ever did. And I'd done that in different gyms. You know, when I went to Virgin, I sat outside the main gym. It was Virgin Middleton, and there was like a reception area kind of thing after the cafe. And I sat in there because every single person had to walk past there, whether they was getting changed or going gym. I'm sat there with my oranges and free help in massive letters. Then in I'd gone on to having my own branded stuff, so I just leave my books out here, and I just have the cheapest price on there, that start for £99. And then when they're chatting to me, they're subconscious, they're looking, oh, 100 quid, and then they're looking at what I have to offer without me having to ram it in their faces. Then, because they're asking me for free help, it's a chance to showcase your knowledge. It's a chance to showcase to that person how you could help them. I don't ask for no money. I don't ask for nothing. I'm just here to help you because he's not, even if I'm writing them all my other team, they're not even my team, they're other self-employed PTs. I'm going, you know what, there's no one here to help you, so I just thought I'd be the person that you can come and ask questions to. I don't want nothing for it. That's cool, take your answers, see you later. That person then feels non-threatened by the way that I have been with them. I've not brought them over, reeled them in, and then gone, 100 quid, this, that, and asked them for money. I've given them exactly what they wanted. I've been kind to them, I've helped them, and then they leave and they respect you for that. And that is one of the best things that you can ever do to generate clients is not mention your services, not mention your money, but mention to that person how you could change their life. How could you add value to what they do, and even give them little 5% of what they can do on their own. When they go and try that and they go, do you know what, I've done what he said. One guy in he was a marathon runner. He had the last little bit of belly fat, which is weird for runners because they're just fucking lean as fuck. And he was dehydrated. He wasn't drinking no water at all. So I just give him a little bit of if you drink your 3 to 4 litres a day, your body will stop holding on to water retention and it will allow it to pass through. He started twatting water. A couple of weeks later, he's like, Tyler, fucking hell, I'm peeled. It was just something as simple as that for him. But then anything he needed to know, he'd come to me. I ended up signing him up about 9 months later it was, for whatever reason else, but he come looking for me, because I was the person who shown him, who had time to show him, and I wasn't a closed book that helped him, and they will always remember you for that. So you can do this anywhere. I used to change the water every day, blueberries, mint, whatever. I didn't have a fucking clue what it was doing. I just put detox water, didn't know why, and just made it look like it attracts people. And I've done it in exercise for less. There's 2 floors. Top floor's cardio and class, and it was treadmills. Everyone on the treadmill needs a drink. So I'm sat in front of the treadmills with my water looking nice, just sat there like this. They're all looking, all dying first. I'm waiting for them one by one. They're coming to me. You no longer need to go and find your clients. So think about that one. The next one that I used to do was this, and I'd literally be stood outside class. So say as he's hit that, everyone comes down wasted, fucking flattened, right? If I stood outside that studio and as has finished his class going, hey, anyone here know him, vitamin C, bit of refreshment? Some people are just walking past, grabbing an handful and walking off, not giving a fuck. But then some are going, why? Why would I do that? Oh, what's this? And then you get to explain to them a little bit about how that can help replenish you straight away after you work out. I'm then the person that stood helping people for nothing. It cost me like 6 quid a day to go there and to do that. But because I'm the one walking around offering help, while all the other PTs are sat eating the tubs with the big biceps going, oh, look at the dickhead over there, they didn't get no clients. They still have no clients. They're still broke. Whereas now, 2.5 years on from that moment of me doing this, I now own a gym and I'm lucky enough to have you guys learning from me. And it just shows like, it's not about the time that you have had in the career, it's not about everything that you know, it's about how you are going to present yourself and how can you help people. Is that the purpose of why you're doing this job, or are you doing this job for an ego kick? To get, I don't know, like there's a lot of that animosity about being a personal trainer. So then, I've had to say this a couple of times to my staff. What I had to do to do this, me of all people, like my background, I was in jail when I was 18 years old. I grew up in the fucking ghetto, Longside, Mosside, Winnerton, all those kind of places. Half of my actual friends, or people who I would associate with when I'm not in work, are criminals, are people who would laugh at me for doing this. So did the PTs, because everybody wants to be cool. You know, everyone wants to be like, I'm fucking doing that, it looks fucking gay as fuck over there, right? You're missing the fucking point, like, do you want some money or not? Because if you can help people and act in a way without being showered and like hindered by people's thoughts and opinions of you, you are going to do a lot further for yourself. You can't think about being the cool kid in class and then helping everybody. Because the cool kid does not help people. He's sat at the back being a knobhead and he's guaranteed to be broke too. So you have to put to yourself, what is the purpose of me doing this job? Now for me, number one is to provide for my family. I don't give a fuck, right? I am here to provide for my family. So to do that, I am going to do that to the best of my ability. And if I have got to be nice to every fucker all day, I will, to provide for my family. After doing that for a couple of weeks, you will then get the benefits of you've changed someone's fucking life and they bring you that card and you're like, whoa, for me, getting money, getting paid, I've now helped this person to have a baby who's now got a family and who will remember me forever and talk about me in 20 years to her son or daughter, and the reason why she had that baby was because of this person who helped me. That then gives you a sense of, I don't know, it's a weird feeling, but I understand now why people go to Africa and help kids. I understand why people do charity work, because when you genuinely change someone's life, it is a feeling that no money would ever give you. And that's what made me fall in love with helping people, number one, asking for money as number two. And that can relate to any kind of business. That can relate to any business, what you are doing. If you have a service, people are going to buy your service because they need it. So you've got to find real deep meaning for yourself, and you've got to really believe in helping people the best that you possibly can and forget about outside opinions of you. Look after number one. Don't be worried about your old school friends laughing at you or your peers. You know, if you've just started, some gyms that you go in, there's like the big, like, I could even say, I've never even been in there, but to me, if I went in that gym, they were all massive, the fucking bodybuilders, massive, I'd feel super inferior. I don't know, maybe the old me would have been shadowed by the way that they was, and I would have felt I needed to adhere to how they are within their gym. I'm going into their gym, I need to be like them, and I would have been worried what they thought about me. You can't do that. You've got to think about you as number one. And if you have something that's special and you can do something that's going to stand out to you, even though you'll get laughed at, even though people won't like you for it, that's what you've got to do. If you've got a good heart, you're never going to really get that wrong. So these are a couple of techniques how you get to showcase your good heart, your good knowledge, and how to no longer have to approach people. They can then come to you. And I think that's one of the best things that you can have as a PT, because it just takes away that instant anxiety of, is he going to approach me, is he not, is it? You just sat there as an open book. So hopefully you can take something from that. You can take some oranges as well if you really want to. That's enough of that bit. And like literally, where Sid, she's just gone, I don't know, like, it's about £5. You know, every day, £5, we all have a fucking break, whether you're at that one place every day, whether you're in a leisure centre, whether you're in a gym. I guarantee there's a spot where you could do this. Go and do it and watch the fucking reception that you get for it. Watch your peers go, why have I not done that? And then a couple of the knobheads are late you for doing it. But watch your money come rolling in when you can showcase that you are here to help. Right, that's that one. I'm going to smooth those away because I'm just getting distracted by them now. Right, so that is one way to generate people coming towards you. The next way, how the fuck am I getting clients, right? So last week I touched on helping people for free. So when I was cleaning, doing my hours of speaking to people, what is it that you have, what's your goals, do you need any help, can I show you something, can I give you a free session? So there's all of that stuff to try and get yourself a client. Say you've done that and you've got your client and you've got a free session, right? So now I've got this person, everyone who's watching there thinks we're paying them. So now it's your time to showcase what you're doing, because you're a PT, you want to draw attention to yourself. Right, next is member interaction. So how do you generate clients from being on the gym floor? So there's the being the open book, walking around, chin up, smiling, being open. Now Dean taught me this when I went to the course that was called How to Be a PT. And we went to Nottingham that's where the course was held. It was in an old train station, the gym was amazing. I met him in the lobby along with people who come from Virgins from all over the UK. When we walked through that gym, this was 6 years ago, I'm literally nervous walking through and like this. And we're all going, all the PTs doing getting to PT, talking to each other walking through. Dean's at the front of us going, hey, you alright, like letting on to everyone walking through, head up, and he was just dead happy all the time. So then when we sat down, and he's like, he went on to kind of the stuff that I'm saying. How are you going to generate a client? How are people going to approach you within this gym? You're in a gym where you've never been before. You need to go outside now and speak to people. How are you going to do that? And he literally turned around and he says, you know what every one of you has done when you walked in? He says, you had your head down, you didn't make eye contact with no one, you didn't look at anybody. He says, did you see what I done? I walked through that gym with my head up. Hey. I was like, yeah, you know everyone. I'm that guy. Yeah, but you know them. He went, no, I don't. I've never been here before. I was like, mind blown, fuck off, no way. Like, he was just being nice. He was literally just being nice, walking through, someone looks up, hey, you okay? Like, hey. And I'm like, I fucking blow my mind. I was like, fuck off. The guy's never been to the gym before, walked through like that as an open book. So when he walked out onto that gym floor, he's gone straight over, oh, how you doing, mate, what is it? And the guy was just happy to chat to him. I'm like, how the fuck's that just happened? He then made us play the fucking game of go and get a touch. Now this was the most awkward and cringe thing to have to do, and we was all in the classroom at the top, everyone looking out the window, and one person goes out and you've got to get a touch. Now getting a touch, how he said it would be, can you just sit on there? Someone sat doing hip thrusters, and you've got to come over and go, oh hey, how you doing? What is it you're doing? You're doing hip thrusters or what? Right, and just get a touch. And you've got to try and get a touch, or a high five, or something. That'll do, thank you. And he was like, get a touch, what do you mean? And he just went on, oh, how are you doing, mate? Yeah, go on, high five, walks around, then touch this person, and then and I was just like, and then we had to go out and do this one by one. It was awkward as fuck. And it was only awkward because I had not been in that gym and walked around and done what he'd done. I just walked through like a moody tattooed up fucking steady. No one wants to touch me now. You know, so then I instantly fucked up the process of what I could have done just by my demeanour walking through that building. And that get a touch game was a game changer for me. You'll all think about this a little bit more now. Say if somebody touches you for the first time, right? So you just start chatting to someone and they like bounce into someone and they go, yeah, you feel it. You know, like no matter what, you feel that you have just been touched. Sometimes you get a little, and sometimes you don't. And the point is, if you don't, you then have a comfort barrier with that person. That person was comfortable enough to let you touch them without getting the shove, you know, they're sweaty and the whatever. And as a PT, you're going to constantly be touching people. You're going to be assessing them, you're going to be posture correcting, you're going to be close. But what that shows is that you have an instant connection with that person. You didn't shudder them, you know. You might in the touch game get in a van and get a few shudders and everyone's laughing in the top window for you. But you'll probably notice a little bit more of your own clients now. If they do, some people will just lean on you. Kyle does it, he comes in here, he just come over, he puts his arm on me, lean on me, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? But he's just that comfortable, that's what he would do. Some people you wouldn't notice they're doing that, they're just on you, or they're just fucking like, that's, you know, we're all very close in here. And that's a comfort level, and sometimes it goes without being noticed. If you can do that, that's something that is adding something between you and that person straight away. A way that you can do that on interaction and gaining clients is what I'm going to show you is next. So we've done a lot of these tasks and games before. What do we need? Sid, could you please run upstairs and get me one of the stability balls? Thank you. So, I know I do ramble and kind of lose my track a little bit and then go back to stuff. So, going back to, you're on the gym floor and you need to get clients. So I've got my person for a free session. All eyes are now on me. I want to make this session look fun. I want people to look at it and go, I want to do that. And I want to get a touch, I want to get close to this person and build that comfort value with them in hope they then will eventually pay me for some PT sessions. So one of the games that we do, I'll use Ben. Knee taps. Have you ever done knee taps before? Who's done knee taps? It's like a line. Kim, get out of here. Knee taps. Right, knee taps, right? So, Kim's my client, and I'm just going to get you warmed up, okay? So, because we're going to be doing functional training, you're going to be moving in every different angle and plane of motion, we're going to do a functional warm-up, so we're going to play knee taps. Okay. So, knee taps is, I'm going to have to let her win, I'll let you win. There we go. Right, so knee taps is I've got to try and touch Kim's knees, while she's got to try and tap mine, and you've got to try and stop each other from doing so. It's a wrestling drill, we used to do it at MMA. So, are you ready? Yeah. Knee taps, let's go. So I've got to go in, one, Kim's on two, that's two to me, two all, just dive in, and then you're moving around, there's three, get to five, get to four, one more and a win, there we go, I win. So instantly, everyone's laughing. I'm fucked. I'm out of breath. Alright, 3 rounds of knee taps. You are warm, right? But then look at all the issues. Let's watch you used to have a go. Come on. First of 3. First of 3. Let's go. Next one. Knee taps. There we are. Oh, 1-0. 2. Hey. Come on. Go on. Yes, there we go. Do you get the idea of it though? Instantly, you're adding energy into the room. You don't know what's to do. Not that or that. Not that or that. The ball. The ball. Ball.
What is it? Board.
I'm fucking out. Gym manager right here. Sorry, mate. That's a bullshit and that's a bullshit platform. Oh, I'm messing up the stage. Getting your guns out, put them away, man. It's about me, this. Come on, let's go. I'm ready for it. Knee taps is one of the best kind of interactive warm-up games that you can do. It will also fuck you up. I do that in classes sometimes. I'll be like, right, partner up. 30 seconds, you're going to count how many times you touch your partner's knee. The loser gets 20 burpees at the end. So you're like, I got 10, you lost, get your burpees done. 30 seconds rest, 3 sets of that shit at the beginning of your class, fucks everyone up. So it will get your heart rate high, it will be a multifunctional warm-up for you, but also it attracts attention. You know, everyone in the gym looking, oh, look at him, he's off his head. Like, I want to go with that, I want to do it. And then you've instantly drawn attention to yourself. There's a place I worked for, and I've done outdoor boot camps. He said, I want you to do this. And then that's the only time I've ever seen him. He turned up once to watch one of the sessions. I looked, thought, that shit, I'm not doing that, I'm doing my own thing. I'd done the knee taps warm up. He came on, he's like, oh my god, they're laughing, they're smiling, like, they're enjoying themselves. I'm like, well, yeah. He's like, I've never seen anyone like, and it was just the instant interaction to have someone with a smile. Great! There we go. Thank you. Thank you very much. So that was one of the interactive games that you can do as a warm-up. That's going to draw attention to yourself, it's going to make people look at you, and I think while you're trying to gain clients, you want to be doing things that are going to showcase you to be different. I bet you won't see no one else in your gym do that. And that's what then instantly makes you stand out, you instantly get in touch with that person, you're instantly comfortable, you've created a bond, you've had a laugh with them straight away. Now these other ones, let's see. I'm not putting yours together, so I'm going to go for the fucking mirrors. Right, we'll just demo nicely. Jamal, can I have you please? So we're going to do it nice, don't be pushing me over. Can you stand there facing me? And I'm going to be here. Chest to chest. So, put your chest on the ball, and then hold it on. So then you make sure you've got enough room. This would not be enough room, okay? So then what you're going to do is, you're going to try and push me that way, I'm going to try and push you that way. So you have a line, whoever goes past the line, they get 20 burpees. So, carefully, right, don't send him flying over there. Let's go. So you're going to push against it as hard as you can. Come on, Jack. See you, bro. Say this, chest. Yes. That's why you got to join me up, because you're strong as fuck. But you get the gist of it. So, another very big man, yeah. But you get the gist of it. In fact, let me think. Right, you two, let's go. Long ways, right?
Jack it off.
Long ways. Jack, get in for me, please, mate. Right, so I reckon we do an actual game. Matt to Matt. Zach, stay there for me please, mate. Let's catch them if they go flying. Right, 3, 2, go. Come on, come on, you can't hold the ball though. I was like just be checking. Another go, that was a laugh. Let's go, hold it on, come on, push. Go on, big lads, let's go. Let's go. Right, breathe. It's a lot better with small girls, right? Because they're going to cause less damage. They're going to cause less damage than these nutters over here. Yeah. Again, in classes, we do this sometimes when we've got a client class. We've got like 8 of the balls upstairs, so 16 people. You can line them up, have a go with that. Instantly, you're close to somebody, but you're instantly doing something different that's going to draw attention to you. People don't like coming to the gym. It's shit. We all have a mad laugh in here, and I find that I think that's one of the reasons people enjoy coming here is that while they're getting their ass handed to them, they're laughing, we're having a joke with them. Like some people don't understand the way I am and think I'm just a wanker, but it's trying to have a fucking laugh, it's a bit of banter. And if you can get someone's heart rate up to the max, have them completely finished, while having a laugh, you are fucking won. You are then instantly the PT in the gym that's got someone fucking white lined on the floor, dead, with a smile on the face. Instead of sat, bored, shitless, with a boring bastard PT stood next to them, rep counting. You know, like, that's not what anybody should be wanting to pay for. Like, you've got to be interactive with your person. It's your job to make that hour the most beneficial but enjoyable hour for them. Some people put the client on a treadmill, stand next to them, just rep count, or I don't know, but it's just weird. I think if you've got an hour and you're being paid the money we get for that hour, it's a lot of fucking money. Like, some of our sessions, I'm 50 quid an hour in here. Someone pays me £50 for 1 hour of my time. That's mad to me, like, it's fucking insane, and I want to make sure that hour is the most enjoyable and beneficial hour possible to them. So adding things like this makes you stand out from the rest of the crowd, and it also attracts a lot of attention to you. Now there's one more that I can show you today. I need my balloons. So, the balloon game. You know someone goes to balloon out in the gym, like, what the fuck are you doing? Instantly people are watching, they're stopping their work with their PT to watch what you're about to do. That instantly makes their PT shit in his pants. Like, wow, why are you watching that? I need to go and watch off a balloon. Right, let's see. Leeds, could you stand just in front of Jack for me, please? Picking on you now, mate. The aim of the game, the balloon stays here. So I'm going to flick it up and run to where you are. You're going to run here and flick it back up, but it stays here. If whoever lets the balloon hit the floor gets 50 burpees. Go. Not playing anymore. Put them out of breath. Right. So you get it though, right? Don't need a lot of space for that. Now, it's better when you've got 2 clients. Let's see. Use 2. There we go. Because then as a PT, if you do this shit all day, every day, you end up skinny as fuck like me, giving everything to the people. So instead, we let our clients do it to themselves. The balloon stays here. Go. Go, 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 go! Really right into each one. All the way back, let's go, quick, quick, quick! Oh, I'm back, I'm back! Go, yeah! There we go. Thank you. And then that way, you are, as a PT, not expending too many calories, because you will find that will happen to you. So, double sessions are better. So don't do that shit at 7 in the morning and go till 10 at night, because you're going to stink by the end of the day, and it is not going to be a fun day for you. But that's a couple of ways that you can interact with your client and attract a hell of a lot of attention. Oh, fucked. Get back into my training. So then, there was the other side of things what you could do. After we've had our fun warm-up, we're going to look to utilise my time to attract more attention. Even though I'm PTing this person for their goal, everyone's watching me. So I am constantly planning things that look good. What are you going to do with them? How are you going to have a laugh? How are you going to... So sometimes in here, like me and Brad will just have mad banter with them and just bully people kind of, and just do dumb shit, you know, or set a stupid challenge up that looks interactive and fun. No one wants to be sat on a treadmill. No one wants to be 100 reps on a leg press, getting their fucking leg smashed to bits with a boring twat stood next to them, going 1, 2, it's not fun. You know, no one's going to look at that and go, I want to be like that. So circuits is a really good one. If there's any functional space like this in the gym, set up 10 different stations, 20 seconds on each. Or shout stations, that one, then this one, then that one. Your client is then bombing it about the gym, having fun, enjoying themselves, and using more equipment than what fucking Janine over there sat on the treadmill still, you know, watching us. So then use your head at all times to think you are showcasing who you want to be perceived as, how you want to portray yourself as. That's the person. So when you come in through them gym doors, you become somebody. It doesn't have to be who you are, you can be whoever the fuck you want. I moved to Bolton, no one knew who I was. I am now the beauty man. Simple as that, you know. And you can go wherever the fuck you want and become who you want. You really like, who was it who said it to me? I think it was Anna, Beyonce. She's Sasha Fierce on stage. I'm not the loud knobhead that you see. My friends call me Mr. Unsolved. I've been chatting shit in here to you all day, pretending I like everyone when I fucking don't. When I go home, I want to speak. Shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me unless it's something that is going to be good for my brain. When I go in and I was going, I had my nails done, my hair, and then shut the fuck up. I've had to listen to that shit all day. I am Mr. Unsociable, but in work I am Mr. Hi, what, do you want another milkshake? Yeah, and they can say, oh, you fucking bitch, are you? Hey, you're okay. Because that's what we do, you know, that is our job, to make these people feel fucking good, regardless of how the fuck we feel. So you've got to be constantly thinking about that at all times and making sure you are giving everyone everything. Go and shut the door and be a knobber on your own, slag them all off. You know, that's what we do. We don't really. Cut that out. We love everyone. But to an extent, there's only so much of yourself you can give before it starts getting annoying for you. So you've got to have that real side to it too. But think of it as an act. Is that mine? Fast classes. Right, another option of what you can do. So again, you're thinking about standing out from the rest. You're in David Lloyd, there's 15 other PTs, you're the new person. How else, other than free help, staying there with your sign, being interactive with people, what's another way that you can help get clients without being a salesman? But, can you buy my service? I used to do fast classes, so exercise class was a good one again. They had a class timetable. That's what times the classes were on. It wasn't very busy, there wasn't a lot of classes. They had 50 treadmills on the top floor, and to me, the treadmills are being used by people who don't know how to use the gym. So they go there, so it's safe, they sit on the treadmill, they burn some calories, they don't look a dickhead, they don't embarrass themselves, they leave. So I'm like, that is my target fucking market right there, they don't know what to do. So I'd walk around and I'd set my sign up with my water and shit, instead of saying free help, fast class, 6:30, abs, 10 minutes, 10 people. And I'd leave it on there so that when I'm approaching people, they've seen me leave that. I'm not just approaching them being a weirdo. And I'd go on the treadmill and I'd go, oh, what is it you're doing? I'm going to do an abs class at 6:30. If you want to just jump on, then you don't need to book it. It's not one run by the gym, it's just me. And I'd get 10 mats and I'd line them up. And I'm a coffee con, I'm going to walk around and go, oh, come on, get yourself off the treadmill and get them over. It won't help if you look like Mr. Psoriasis from last week, but if you're presentable and your appearance is correct, you will be able to interact with people and say, I'm going to do a 10-minute abs blast with you. Then, if you manage to pull people off those treadmills to come to your class, in exercise for less, it's 50 treadmills now, they're all watching me. They're all watching me train these people for free. You know, I didn't need to pay me. I don't want money. I'm here to help. What the fuck? Hey, look at how good I am. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Look at how good I am, everyone. I love attention. When you guys there now, thriving, like fucking looking at me. So then when I've sat with my abs class in front of in front of the full gym, I'm giving them everything. I'm not stood there going, 40 seconds. I'm fucking in them. I'm inside them. Get up, move. I'm like looking around. I'm not actually inside them. Not all of them. Fucking hell. Cut that out. Fucking hell. You know what I mean?
You're in the red.
Yes, I'm in the red. There we go. Oh man, right. You can be a rep counter. You can be someone's fucking like shadow. But no one's paying you to be a shadow. People are paying you for energy. People are paying you to get more out of them and that session than they would do on their own. You know, that is the point of it. So if you can show that you can have a laugh, that you've got energy, that you know what you're talking about, but more so you're going to be effective while doing that. If you're just a wanker and no one gets results, you ain't going to be successful. You know, you have to back that shit up. But if you can have a laugh with people and interact with them and create hype, like when the video we put on last night, all of these guys create hype in this building. That's one of the main things I've said to everybody is, this is real life. Holly Philippo wants to come for a job. I said to her, if you follow her, she shared it on a story. And I thought, you're a fucking posh princess, you're not going to like it in here. Little Miss Hale, she was fuming with that, like. But that's what I said to her, because we create a different kind of atmosphere in here than what you will see. Now, what we have created, this is what's drawn these lot in. I opened this place on my own with 3 machines, and I used to do my classes here. Then I went and stole Kim first, and Kim didn't come to me. I had to go and nick Kim. I got a message of Zach. He messaged me, I'm just admiring the work of what we had done in the gym. And for me, it's a rare thing for men to appreciate another man's work. So I respected him for that. He respected what I built. He then admired the way that we run the place. And he's in his other gym where he was, and it didn't have that vibe, that atmosphere. That's what attracted him to want to work here. That's then what attracted other people to want to work here, because of the vibe that we created. Now, I created that vibe in every gym where I've ever been. And like literally since back in the day with Eric, I was Mr. Loud Knobhead that done my class in, what did I wear?
Superman tights, and you can see your balls there.
Mate, I was dressed as Captain America, fucking bulging out, not arsed, like literally prancing around the fucking studio. And bear in mind, right, in gym group, the class area was like this, in the middle of the fucking gym. So while everyone sat there with the PTs, like half of them are fat, half of them are boring, I'm fucking Superman in my spandex running around doing all this fucking shit and here like this, like balls in someone's face, and like everyone's looking at me. You know, that was what I did. I created hype and energy no matter where I was, because I want people to have a laugh. I want you to enjoy your time that you're going to be here. So it doesn't matter what gym you're in, where you are. Jed or Jed. Don't even remember you're that irrelevant. You're a wanker. Keep that on. Jed was a wanker, right? He was the area manager of Middleton. Still there, wanker. Right? If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here now, right? But I was trying to be me in that gym. I hope it's fucking Jed or Jez. That's how irrelevant he is anyway. But I used to wear leggings under my shorts. I had to wear a uniform. None of my PTs wear a uniform because I used to fucking hate being told what to wear. Don't tell me what to wear, I know what I'm doing, I know the value I bring, so I want to wear what I want to be comfortable. So I say to them, come as who you are and be comfortable. So I used to I'd wear my fucking shit uniform, but I'd have leggings on underneath, you know, if it's cold, I've got my thermals on or something. He'd come around the gym floor and he'd say, he'd lick my ass, hey Tyler, yeah, you're okay, and then go to the gym manager and be like, tell Tyler to get my leggings off. I'm like, it just used to stress me out, you know, little things like that. So he always tried to hinder me being me, becoming who I wanted to become. If I was loud, swearing, don't speak to them like that, you know, we've got the high-end clients. Like, everybody, you know, here, we have fucking millionaires who come here. It doesn't matter what job they have, or, you know, some people get me, some people don't, I understand. He was one of the people who didn't like Marmite. Like, that was it. He did not like me. He tried to suppress my energy. He tried to suppress what I wanted to do. Until when he kept picking on what I was wearing and how loud it was, I flipped it on him. So I decided to do a day event for all of my clients. So I was busy. As well, they said to me, it was a long interview process, and they asked me, how will you ever get from 0 clients to 25 clients per week within 3 months? So I had to do a presentation talking about how to do it. Told them, said I'll be there at 3 months. They all fucking laughed at me, no one's ever done it, 3 months later, I had topped it. Because of that, I got head PT. He had his own words, he was wounded. Then I have 25 people that are mine. So I said, what I want to do is, I want to do a member day. So they had the outdoor swimming pool, they had a barbecue, they had all kind of shit. So I got a bouncy castle for the kids, I'd done a barbecue, I got my catering course so I could cook, and I rented the pool. And I said, right, member day for my members. Every single one of my PT clients comes for free. We do an outdoor boot camp, we then have a barbecue, let your kids go on the bouncy castle and swim. It's just our time. I paid for everything. So when I'd done that, little jet wanker couldn't stop licking my ass after that then, because I've helped his members, you know. I had to use my head of how is this legit knobhead going to let me become who I want to become, and I had to do the extra mile. Nobody else had ever fucking done that there, ever. But as soon as I leave, every fucker's doing it. Every week, member event, which is good. I love that, you know, learn from me, please use it. But it was a method where I'd hit a wall with someone who was suppressing me. I had to get over that wall. How am I going to make this guy now allow me to bring my vibe and to bring my energy and to show people? And then again, because I'd done something that nobody else had done within that building, I stood out. Everyone's knocking on my door for PT, and all the other PTs fucking despised me. Like, and that's it's not the goal to be despised, but they only despise you because they're not on the same level or wavelength or whatever. But your goal is to be the best, provide the best, stand out as the best, no matter where that you are. So you don't need your own gym. Lewis is a fucking nutter in Future Fitness. It's not his gym. He calls them, he's a fucking nutter. Because that's who you are. He's come here and been a fucking nutter. And I've had like 4 messages about your class just yesterday. People stopping me. He's fucking off his head. His class was wicked. This, that, like, I've sent you the messages through. And that's because he's come here and been him. He asked me, he said, yesterday, give me some feedback. What can I do better? Nothing. Chill the fuck out, that's what I said. Don't I? Like, just relax. It's that now, is that like, oh shit, it's on me. He hates it. But when I said just relax and be you, you know, that's what I said, wasn't it? Like, honest feedback for him was everyone should be yourself. Don't worry about being what society wants you to be. You know, like, imagine the things that come out of my fucking mouth. If I was worried about what people think or being ethically correct or being politically correct and all that shit, I would not be as successful as I am. People who know me know I've got a good heart. If you have got a good heart and you are doing well for people, just be true to who you are as a person. Don't let anybody try and shadow what you are doing. If they do, figure out a way to be better than them, outsmart them. I will make you like me by doing your member event and letting you know, and whatever it may be. But the main thing I want everybody to take from it is to actually be different, to actually stand out. You have to be an individual. You cannot go into a gym and go, they're all doing that, so I'm going to do that, because you will be unsuccessful. So stand out as an individual, use a couple of different techniques of how you can draw attention to yourself. How are you going to make yourself look different than the rest of them? How can you show people what you know and what you've got in your head and in your heart without selling it to them, without being a salesman? How are you going to be able to do that? And hopefully today I'll give you a couple of ideas. I'd love to see these being used. Like, people on YouTube, like, I got tagged in my video that I done last week. I can't believe that people actually sit and listen to this shit that I say. But I'd love to see these being used. I'd also love to see some spin-offs of people that have gone, do you know what, you did that, so I did this.
I think, you know, if someone's jumping into the first class, I did it.
Did you do your class?
Yeah.
Sick. And how did you feel?
I felt good. I did struggle a little bit with timing, but I think like that, no, I just really did it all.
There you go then, man. And you've done it though. Yeah. That's the main fucking thing. See, that makes me buzz. If it helps one person, you've just come from fucking Birmingham. Like, that is insane. I think you tagged me on one of yours, didn't you, that you've watched? Yeah. See, that's an honour for me, like, genuinely. I love this shit, to be able to help somebody. And then for me, and for everyone watching as well, one of the best things I want you to think about, I said it last week again, like, I'm a karma person, and if you think about the energy that you are putting out to people, I believe if you're a cunt, it's going to come back. If you do good, it's going to come back. So then by me teaching, let's say for example you go and use one of these methods. Eventually, somebody else that you know uses that method and gets themselves a client. I then taught that person through you. So then they could have a child, and they show their child that. This shit could happen in 20 years from now, and you would never fucking know. I would never know, but you would be able to know that. Tyler showed me that, I showed them, they showed them. So if I am teaching people things now, or if you're helping people as a PT and teaching them how to better their diet, their life, which will help their career, help them having babies, you've passed on nothing but positive energy towards that person. And then they can then spread that again, and then spread it again. And I am a strong believer in if the waves or the ripples that you are putting out through life are positive, are good, are healthy, then that's what I am giving to people. I might be a wanker half the time as well, don't get me wrong, but I do more good for people than anything. And I think that's one of the most important things you can think about. But I think if you think about the power of what this shit and what I'm doing to you now actually has the real power behind it. If you go and tell somebody what I've told you, I taught them. that makes me feel so fucking proud. If they then tell someone and they then tell someone, I've taught someone in fucking New Zealand and they don't even know that that's my method. And that's what helps me sleep at night, the fact of that. Imagine the amount of countless people who the ripple effect of what you have done and what you have done has helped their life. And then that just goes on and on and on. It's a legacy. You can leave a legacy behind based on what you have done. You teach one person how to change her life, lose weight, then has a baby, you have affected that person. That's happened to me like 3 times, that's why I use that example. That child will know about me. They fucking will. And then if that theory that I taught her, it's even Holly now, she now understands the methods that we all use for nutrition and training. If she then teaches somebody that, I did, and then they teach it, and they teach it, and they teach it, that's a legacy. And the power to leave a fucking solid legacy behind where you're not known for anything bad, you're not known for anything other than being a fucking good person and helping people. And I think once you've actually experienced it, it will relate a lot more to you. But for me, that is the purpose of this. That's what fucking helps me get about my days. And then when I start, these ripples start coming back. And someone will message you and go, do you know what, you did this and that really, and like that fucking fills you up with a sense of power and pride that you will never match anywhere. So just know your worth, know what you can deliver to people, and believe in yourselves as well. Believe that you can help people. To do this, you have to believe in yourself. And it's a lot more than abs for a beefer. We don't even take abs for a beefer on normal. Like, we send the questionnaire, why should I pick you? Abs for a beefer, delete. We ain't got time for that shit. We're here to change lives, we're here to help people, and we're here to leave a legacy behind. So think about that in everything that you do. And if you have a good heart, you will always succeed with it. I think we'll close it there. That was pretty good. He says himself. Well done, everybody. You did good.